Yeah, sorry about that. Card ran out, and it would have been better just to have actually have pressed the button properly the first time, and we wouldn't have all this hassle. But anyway, as I was saying, you know, hand size, growing the size, Joshua Johanny growing the size with that glaucous colour on it. Whether we're going to get to that sort of thing with this, I don't know, but it will be interesting. And I was thinking I could actually make up an iron aluminium one very easily. Just one spoon of the aluminium formulation, one spoon of the iron formulation sort of thing, and you're done sort of thing. But yeah, anyway, we'll get this going and you know, get it in sort of thing. And my nose is running again. It's amazing. So it's not just the copper. Ah, maybe it's the iron in the copper. If, as I said, you know, if you've actually played around with your copper, you would probably have noticed floating on the surface of some of your solution is you can actually see the iron floating on the surface sort of thing. So yeah. Anyway, I'll do the usual thing. I think let's stick this down up there sort of thing, and we'll do this sort of thing, get it nice and got a nice slick to it anyway, so that's something. So yeah, a very nice slick and tilt to it. So you know, if I double the amount of iron, I don't know what's in another formulation sort of thing. Which is, as I said, what the copper was telling me is the amount of iron here. I could actually double it. So there you go, and we'll do the usual thing here and whack it in sort of thing. Okay, that came off the spoon very nicely. Sorry, I'm not showing you what I'm doing. I'm trying to do it here all one-handedly. Use a tripod, which yeah I can, but I've noticed that in the car. It's much easier to, if you have a dash cam or something like that, you just can't turn it sideways, and there's so much you miss, sort of thing. So anyway, get down to there. Okay. Now I'm going to change hands now, fellas. So have iron with one hand, and then I have copper with the other sort of thing, so I don't cross-contaminate the basic ones with each other sort of thing. It's a bit harder because, you know, as I said, I'm not left-handed. I'm not a Mozart, who was left-handed, and Leonardo da Vinci was left-handed. Both apparently were good at music, but unfortunately I think Leonardo lived in the day before we had musical notation, so there's no way of writing it down, basically. See, I was thinking, Leonardo, why didn't he invent the printing press? You know, and why didn't he invent photography? You know? Apparently he got close. The shroud of Turin is supposed to be, but you know, getting it that close and not going the extra step, you know, it just shows you, you know. If I reflect that back on myself, am I not going, what extra steps should I do once we've had success to take it to the next level? Well, I think the next stage is starting the CP revolution, I suppose. You know, if it works, what size is Joshua Gigantea going to grow to, and what sort of coloration are we going to get? Are we going to go to a really true turquoise colour? You know, we're going to go from the normal glaucous, and we're going to tweak it so it's going to get a little bit bluer. Is that what's going to happen? So the reds are going to get redder and more purpley. The oranges are going to become more brown and chocolatey, and the turquoises are going to become even bluer. Is that where we're heading, fellas? I mean, geez, that's going to be like a chalk and cheese sort of situation. It really is going to save revolution. And we're going to end up walking into all these plant shows and things like that with giant Sarracenia and all these orchid people who have just thumbed their noses and poo-pooed us over the years. They're going to just step back and go, whoa, and suddenly they're going to start changing hobbies. They're going to say, oh, if I'm going to forget these bloody orchids, I'm going to start growing some CPs. because now you can, sort of thing. I mean, well, that's been the dream all along, you know. Well, first of all, it's noting that you can actually tell there's something really amazing going on here. I would like to know what it is. Can we work out what it is? And finding out how bloody hard it is to find out what it is. Yeah, because we've been given bad information. We're trapped with, we're trapped in, again, what's the